What's up everybody? So in this video, we're going to be talking about the process by which these teeny tiny sperm will meet this egg. And this is called fertilization. So remember, sperm and egg are made by different genders, right? Sperm is made in spermatogenesis in the testes, whereas the egg is made in a process called oogenesis in the ovary. Now, not this kind of egg, right? It's this kind of egg. The process by which the sperm and the egg meet is called fertilization. So how can we understand this? Let's look at the female reproductive system right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to slice it open so we can see clearly what's going on. So let's start here with the egg, right? The egg is made where? Like I said here, in the female reproductive system, the ovary. The ovary. Now, after the ovary, where does it go? It gets released into this tube here called the fallopian tube or the oviduct, right? The oviduct. Now, it's going to stay here and wait. For what? The male, right? The male's got a chaser. So which male? The sperm, right? The sperm is released by the male into this area here called what? Called the vagina, right? Now, guess how many, wait one sec. Guess how many actually reach the vagina? 100 million sperm. That's a crazy amount, right? But only a very few of these will survive because the vagina is very acidic. So a lot of these sperm will automatically die. Now, the ones that survive will swim through this narrow space that I have the word here for, the cervix, this narrow space, and it will pass into this huge chamber here called the uterus. The uterus is where the baby is going to grow later in pregnancy. Now, the surviving sperm keep swimming. They don't stay in here. They go actually towards the egg. They got to chase the lady. And 1,000 of these 100 million actually reach the fallopian tube. Now guess how many reach the egg? Only 200. So now we're going to zoom into here, this area here, to show exactly what happens when they meet. So here we have it. And as I said, 200 will reach the egg, 200 sperm. So what do? The sperm has to first wiggle-waggle through this outer layer here. This outer layer is called the corona radiata, and it's got to pass it. So it's going to wiggle-waggle through it, and it's going to reach this kind of layer here. What do we call this layer? This layer is called the zona pellucida. The zona pellucida. Now, the sperm has some very special structure that can help break down this layer. This layer is really hard to break, but the sperm has this structure here called the acrosome. The acrosome has a bunch of enzymes in it that's going to be released. And these enzymes are things, molecules that can break and destroy stuff. So as soon as these enzymes from the acrosome is released, it's going to break down this layer. Kind of like this, right? So the sperm can then dig in. So let me write that down for you. It's called the acrosome reaction. Now, remember, many sperm are competing, but only one is going to succeed. So the one that broke this layer first wins, and it will be able to go inside, just like this, just a little bit. Now, as soon as this happens, the egg knows it's been fertilized, and so it's going to cause a reaction called a cortical reaction. And this is basically when these cortical granules go into this zona pellucida and cause the zona pellucida to become rock hard, like a diamond. Let me show you. So it does this. It goes here and makes and seals it, prevents any other sperm from going in. So that's basically preventing polyspermy. We want to prevent many sperm from going in. So we're preventing polyspermy. Only one sperm is allowed. So that's it. So acrosome cortical reaction. Now that the sperm is in, it's going to release something. Let me show you. It's going to release its nucleus, right? Its DNA. So it releases it in here. Remember, the sperm has 23 chromosomes inside its DNA, and the egg has how many? It actually has 46 still because it hasn't finished meiosis 2. It's still stuck in meiosis 2, specifically metaphase 2. But as soon as the sperm penetrated it, the egg now knows to finish meiosis 2. So it's going to divide into 2. It's going to finish meiosis 2. So now it's going to have 23 chromosomes, and the other 23 chromosomes went into the second polar body. So the cell basically divided into 2. 23 went there, 23 stayed here. Now, then the DNA from the sperm can mix with the DNA from the egg, together forming 46 chromosomes, which is the normal amount. So this cell now is called a zygote, and it's going to develop in the future into a full-grown baby. So this is called fertilization, specifically internal fertilization, since it's happening inside a body.